Good morning, everybody. This is Toucan Dragon, and it's been a while, but welcome back to Digimon Reairse. So today, we're going to be discussing the newish step-up banner. I say newish because it's been out for a while. Again, I'm sorry. But before we get started, my quick impression on this banner, I actually think this banner is kind of worth it. Now, if you're set on your team, you have good Tenacious Digimon, then you're good. You're fine. But if you're lacking and you've just been saving and hoarding up rubies, then I think this is actually one of the best step-up banners that we've had so far. Due to the fact that the better Digimon is the guaranteed one, which is going to be Tenacious Creepymon. If you guys didn't know, which I'm pretty sure you guys didn't know because no one follows me on Twitter, I pulled on this banner last night. And on my second step, I was able to get Creepymon, which is awesome because now I could save those rubies and put it into the new banner featuring Susunamon? That guy. But yeah, so if you guys want to stay up to date on some Digimon stuff or channel updates or just what I'm up to, then follow me on Twitter so you know what's going on. I'm trying my best to post more on Twitter. Social media is difficult for me. But yeah, guys, the link will be in the description for my Twitter, and if not, then either me or Spanglish will put the tag somewhere here on the screen. But yeah, guys, with that said, let's just jump right into it. We're going to start this comparison with Tenacious Creepymon. So with Creepymon and Darkdramon, it was kind of difficult to choose what good Digimon to compare them with, since all Digimon prior to June, they've been kind of cookie cutter, so they kind of shared some abilities one way or the other, versus now we've been getting new Digimon with their own new abilities. So it was kind of difficult, but ultimately I chose to compare Creepymon with Craniamon. So looking at their stats, Creepymon is at 7197 while Craniamon's at 6860, and looking at Creepymon's defense, his defense at 1864 while Craniamon is at 1824. So right off the bat, Creepymon is a big boy, bigger than Craniamon, at least just slightly, since Creepymon does have a 40 point increase in defense than Craniamon. But then again, you could argue Craniamon does have his abilities, but we'll go over that in a little bit. But as of right now, stat-wise, Creepymon is going to be the one who'll be able to tank more hits. Going to the power, Creepymon can even deal more damage with that power at 3085, while Craniamon is at 2935. Then look at their speed is about the same. So now let's look at their main skill. So Creepymon's main skill, he deals 280% damage to 3 enemies, lowers those enemies' power damage resistant by 40% for 2 turns, and their counterattack rate by 30% for 2 turns. I like this. That power damage resistant down is above average, a counterattack rate is about average. He's meant to be paired with Digimon that use power as a damage output, i.e. Omegamon, Omegamon Zord. He can be put very well in a team featuring those Digimon, or a full Brave team. You know, it's good. I like it. It really helps Omegamon Zord, since Zord's main gimmick is based around his Fade skill, which only has a 50% chance to work. So if that misses, he won't do much damage, but with this helps him be more useful if his Fade skill doesn't work. So on top of that, he's decreasing all counterattack rate by 30%, so if an enemy's running Dynasmon or an enemy that benefits from counterattacking, he'll lower the chance to do that, and increase your survivability while decreasing the enemy's attack output. It's not special. It's not anything too special to, oh my god, it's so amazing. No, it's simple and good. Sometimes the more simple it is, the better it is, you know? Next, going down to his sub-skill, he helps out the team even more. He deals 260% damage to 2 enemies, and increase all allies' block rate by 30% for 2 turns. Again, useful for going against Zord, who misses the Fade skill, and other Digimon that can't ignore block. It's good. It's, again, nothing too great, but it's pretty good. But that's not what's best about him. What's really good about him is his passive. Now, the first part of his passive, he protects all allies from stun effects. Shock, paralysis, freeze, stun, sleep. Anything that prevents you to move, anything that prevents you from moving, he protects you for a turn. And a turn in this game can be a while. So it's pretty useful. And on top of that, the best part of his whole kit, he lets all allies nullify extra damage from critical hits for 2 turns. This is basically a Black War Greymon, but for everybody. He protects against Omegamon and Impelgemon Paladin mode, and other Digimon who benefit from doing extra damage when they crit. So that one sentence, that little text right there, makes this Digimon one of the better step banner Digimon. Especially since he is the guaranteed one. So you're guaranteed this protection if you spend 570 rubies. And on the way of getting to the last step, there's a chance to pull him to get it early. Like I did. I got him in my second step. I spent like, I don't know how much I spent, but I didn't spend that much. That alone makes him what I believe a really good support. Makes this banner really good, especially since it is a step up and you are guaranteed this Digimon once you finish that step up. Now going to Craniamon, since I've gone over him already, I'm just going to breeze right through it. Craniamon has a single target, increases own counter attack rate, and can distract the enemy for 3 attacks while cutting their damage in half on skill level 1. In his sub-skill, he deals damage to 3 enemies, and has a 40% chance to apply blind to those 3 enemies. In his passive, he protects all allies from freeze, which is weird, and increases his own block rate by 40%. So, Craniamon is going to be the tank of your team, which isn't bad, it's good, but again, Craniamon, you'll need more to kind of use him to his full potential. Like I said in the other video featuring Craniamon, he's a big investment. Now the banner is gone already, I know that. But if you do have Craniamon, I hope you're ready to invest. Because he's a big investment, but once you do though, you fully awaken him, max skill level with his plugins, he'll be really good. But Creepymon here is more of a support unit. He won't be able to tank as much as Craniamon, even though his stats are higher than Craniamon, but he's able to protect allies and debuff the enemy, which is always good. Especially that text in his passive that allows him to nullify all damage on allies, that lets him nullify all extra damage from enemies' critical hits to all allies. That's what makes him really good, and that's why I think, in my opinion, this banner is worth it to an extent. If you're fine with defensive units, if you have Black War Greymon, you don't really need a Digimon who is generalized like this, then don't do it. Don't pull for him. But if you don't have this kind of protection, then I recommend going for this, because again, he's guaranteed. He's guaranteed at most if you spend 570 rubies, and if not, then you have a chance to get him sooner for pulling that banner. Those are my thoughts about that. Moving on. Next we have Deft Darkdramon, who's actually pretty cool, and we have Armageddon to compare him with. Now, again, I don't know who to really compare him with, but Armageddon does share some of the same kit, so I chose Armageddon, but do keep in mind Armageddon is an ultra level Digimon, while Darkdramon is a mega level. There will be differences in stats, so just, again, keep that in mind. So looking at Darkdramon's HP, Darkdramon's HP is at 7788, while Armageddon is at 8678. Darkdramon's defense is at 1613, while Armageddon is at 1673. So right off the bat, Armageddon can take more hits than Darkdramon, but then again, Armageddon is the ultra level Digimon of this comparison, so his stats are going to be better than Darkdramon. Next, looking at the power, Darkdramon actually beats Armageddon at 3469, while Armageddon is at 3305, and the speed, Armageddon has slightly more speed at 25, while Darkdramon is at 22. Next, going to the main skill. So, Darkdramon, again, has a similar kit to Armageddon, but, and I went over this like several times before I recorded this. For some reason, I believed Armageddon was slightly better. Kit-wise, keep that in mind, kit-wise. But going through it again, I actually like Darkdramon slightly more, just because he provides more for the team than Armageddon can. Armageddon, he is good, he's just really greedy. Versus Darkdramon, he can hit hard and support the team to an extent. So, Darkdramon's main skill, he deals 460% damage to one enemy, ignores their block, and bypasses damage limiter and deals the full damage to that enemy. I like that. He's not restrained to block, and he just ignores limit. Can hit Omegamon full force, which Omegamon is pretty squishy, and so is Zort. And to be honest, even in Pilgrimon Paladin mode, he's not specific on what he can do, versus Armageddon kinda is because of his passive. Next, going to his sub-skill, he does 260% damage to 2 enemies, increase all allies' power by 40% for a turn. That's nice. He buffs all allies and himself 40%. But yeah, he can deal more damage. I would say knock this off first, then go for main skill. On top of that, his passive helps him do even more damage by buffing his crit by 40% and reducing all enemies' damage, power damage resistant, by 40%. And both of these skills are permanent. As soon as he hits the field, they happen. Enemies' power damage resistant down, crit up, sub skill, main skill. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna die once he fires his main skill after you do that. And he helps Omegamon and Omegamon Zort. He helps him deal more damage. And Zort needs it because Zort relies on his fade. I like him. Again, I went over this several times. At first, I didn't like him, but now I kind of like him. Next, going to Armageddon. Again, I went over him already, so just a quick rundown. He deals 500% damage to one enemy, ignores Omegamon's damage limiter, and increases all allies' block rate by 30%, which is nice to give all allies a block rate up. Next, his sub-skill, he deals 250% damage to 3 enemies, and increases on defense by 50%. And his passive, he deals 1.35 times more damage to brave enemies, and he auto targets them first, and increases own power damage resistant by 50%. So, again, Armageddon, he's greedy. Darkdramon, for one thing, has a higher power stat than Armageddon's tech. Armageddon deals more damage in a single target than Darkdramon, but Darkdramon does ignore block. And on top of that, as soon as he hits the field, he buffs his own crit rate by 40%, and lowers all enemies' power damage resistant by 40%. While all Armageddon does in buffing is just his defense. Armageddon wants to keep himself alive longer, while Darkdramon wants to deal more damage. Now, Darkdramon isn't as bulky as Armageddon, but he can take some hits with that defense and HP. Especially if you give him the right set of plugins, and if you pair him with, let's say, Creepymon, he can survive longer without being one-shotted by Omegamon, or Omegamon Zord, or even Paladin mode. I like Darkdramon. I think he's really cool. Like, design-wise, he's really cool. I had him in my team for, I forgot what the game's called, for Digimon Detective Cyber Sleuth. He was in my team. I fused him with Bancho-Leomon to form Chaosmon, right? It's been a while. I forgot some of the names. But yeah, I like him design-wise and skill-wise. He's pretty good too. But is he worth chasing though? I don't think so. Like I said before, I would pull in this banner for Creepymon alone, and he's a guaranteed one. So on the way going for Creepymon, if you happen to pull Darkdramon, that wouldn't be a bad thing. He's pretty good, but he needs to be in a power-focused team, at least in the battle park. In Clash Battle, I'm pretty sure he'll be pretty decent in Clash Battle. Underworld, it's debatable for Underworld. If anything, you would have him in Underworld just for his passive of lowering all enemies power damage resistant by 40%. But in the Battle Park, he'll be okay. Give him the right support, he'll be okay. Alright guys, with all that said, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this banner is worth it? Do you like Creepymon like I do? Or are you just gonna be like, nah, and just pull Sasunamon? I think that's how you say it. We're gonna pull for that god Digimon. That's probably out right now as I record this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then please support the channel by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and turning on notifications so you can be notified when I post more videos. They'll mean the world to me, and I'll appreciate you even more. But I do appreciate you, but there'll be more appreciation. This has been Toucan Dragon, and if I can, you can too. Bye guys. Don't forget to follow me on